everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited and glad to have you here. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. On this channel we talk about everything dyslexia. My name still remains Iwoha Goodness. Let's dive into today. You know the drill. Please like, share, and comment. It helps this video get to people that it needs to get to. Okay, so do that now. Like, share, and comment. Okay, guys. So today's topic before us is embracing my dyslexia. As I sit down here today, I'm reminded of the journeys and how far I've come with my dyslexia and being in denial for so long a time. I remember all my struggles, all the things that I had to go through because there was no adequate, you know, education around it. I remember I got to find out that there was actually a problem when I was in primary 4 because my mates were already reading and writing at that time. I mean, I could write when it comes to copying from the board and all, but I realized that I could not read properly. That was where the whole thing started from. In primary 5, my teachers had got to know that okay, I couldn't read. And so what did they do? Instead of them to have helped me find out a solution or something, they termed me lazy. And every time in English class, this particular teacher would call me out of the class and give me the text to read, and I would stand there and I would just be bawling my eyes out, and my classmates would laugh at me and all. And I promised myself that that wasn't going to happen in secondary school. In secondary school, I also still struggled. I mean, my teachers knew that there was an issue, but they didn't know that I could not read properly. So I would dodge classes when it was time to read and all. But there was one thing I realized that I loved envisioning what they are talking about, and I just loved being in the class when it was time for explaining, and I would participate in the class. And growing up, I then realized that there was a problem. I knew clearly that there was a problem, but I did not know what it was because I knew that I was intelligent. I knew that I understood what these people were saying, but I could not just put it down in writing, and that was the major issue. And so growing up was a big struggle for me because I saw my peers doing things that I could not do. Even people that did not necessarily understand it, when it was exam time, they would just cram and pour down. But me that understood everything that was said, I would sit down there and I could not perform, I could not write. And so I grew up, and then at the age of 21, I was speaking to my sister, a big sister friend, and I was telling her because that was the first time I could ever confide in someone that, hey, look, there's something going on with me. I don't understand what is happening to me. I need the help. And she told me, you could be dyslexic. I looked at her, I was like, that was the first time in my life hearing the word dyslexia. And immediately I went on my phone and I searched for it, and I was like, wow, there's something called like this. So it's not that I'm stupid or I'm dumb, it's just that I learn differently. And it's so unfortunate that all through school there was nobody that could predict it as teachers to say, oh, this is dyslexia. You just learn in a different way. It's not that you are dumb, because I mean they knew that I was intelligent, but when it comes to the writing, I could not write it well. And then I got to find out that there's something called dyslexia, and I was so glad because it just gave me this hope that I am not dumb. I just learn differently. And then I became sad again. And I hid all through higher institution. I mean, I hid because you know how intense school can be, and when people find out that there is a problem per se with you, they just pick on you. So I hid. and I would attend classes and I would keep a low profile. I would understand, I would answer questions. When it came to presentation orally, I would do excellently well. But when it came to the exam, so a particular lecturer took interest in me and he was like, come, you know this stuff, you know this thing. What exactly is the problem? Is it that you are not reading enough or what? And I confided in him and I told him, oh, there's something called dyslexia. I'm dyslexic. And he then understood. That was the first person in an education way, in an education place. The rest is history. And so I always I was always ashamed of my dyslexia and I would hide. If you had told me 2 years ago that I would be creating a channel talking about dyslexia, I would have said you are a big liar. Because I was the last person that would ever come online to say, hey guys, there's something called dyslexia. It's real, it's affecting people, it's something that needs to be out there also. I would have said that that's a big lie because I'm the last person to come out to come and say, oh, I have this learning difference and you need to know about this, you need to know about that. But I realized that I struggled a lot. And I just feel like if I had support, if there was support, if there was awareness about dyslexia, about learning difference, about okay, maybe every child does not have to learn in a particular way, they can be another way. And I feel like that is the one issue that we have with our education system in Nigeria. Every child needs to learn in a certain way, and if you can't learn in that way, you are dumb, you don't understand, you are not intelligent, which is really wrong, which is unfair for people who I yes, I wish I could read and write perfectly, but newsflash, this is what I have been given, and I will not make myself feel less of a person because of that. So I hid for a very long time. So I'm here today. I created this channel to create awareness, to let the world know that, hey guys, there's something called dyslexia. It's real, and we need to start pushing awareness out there concerning this stuff. And I went through a lot of backlash, a lot of hurts, a lot of. There were times that I even wanted to end it because I promise you it was not easy, but I came out of it and I'm so grateful to God. And every day is another struggle. And I just want to let people out there know that you are not alone. Perhaps you are dyslexic. I'm here to tell you that you are not alone. You are not on this journey alone. I'm here to create a community, to create awareness, to let people know that there's something called dyslexia. We are not dumb, we just learn in a different way, and that's fine and that's okay. And if you are dyslexic, know that you have great abilities. You have so much great abilities, and because you learn in a different way does not make you less of a person. And you need to start believing that. You need to start owning up to that. And if you are not dyslexic, I want you to know that being dyslexic does not mean that we are disabled. It just means that we learn in a different way. And you should be kind to people who you see have to learn in another way, because I promise you nobody wanted to come to this world dyslexic. Nobody, but we have to make do with what we have. And I'm just here and I'm being like, okay, I might be the one who have to start this, because going online I didn't see anything about, oh, there's a very few there's so much few study on dyslexia or awareness on dyslexia, and we need to push this out there. We need to let the world know that. I need to let you know that your child is not dumb. They might just be dyslexic. Out of 10 children in a class, there is a study that has showed that 3 are dyslexic. There are 3 people that are dyslexic out of 100 people in a room. 15 or 20 people might be dyslexic and they don't even know. They feel like there's a problem with them, there's a spiritual problem with them, but no, you just learn differently. So I want you to come on this journey with me. I want us to create a community. I want us to create awareness. I want us to push this out there. and to say, guys, you know, this is a learning difference. We have to teach teachers. We need to start having to teach teachers how to deal with a child who is dyslexic. We need to start creating awareness in schools, in organizations, in communities, that there's something called dyslexia, and we need to begin to know this. A child doesn't have to give up their life. Somebody does not have to die just because they cannot read and write. It's so unfair. And I went through a lot of things growing up that I will be sharing with you as this channel unfolds, but it didn't have to be so if there is enough awareness. And I see that most people who are abroad, they have better chances than people who are in Nigeria here. And I'm like, why? So guys, please like, share, put a comment in the section. If you are dyslexic, please share your experience with us in the comment section. If you know anyone who is dyslexic, please link them up to this channel. Let us, grow together. Let us support each other. Let us make a stand out there and tell the world that in as much as there are other things, there's also something called dyslexia, and we are not less of humans. If you've been with me here for so long, thank you so very much. The one thing you can do for me is to like and share and comment. It will help push this video out to a lot of people who need to know about it. It will help push it out to people who are dyslexic, people who are parents and guardians, to let them know that, hey, your child might just be dyslexic. That doesn't mean that they are dumb. You just need to learn how to teach them in a different way, and they'll be all right. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. I can't wait to see you next time, guys. Remember, you are intelligent, you are smart, you are unique. Don't let anyone ever make you feel less of yourself. Dyslexia or not, you rule. Bye, guys.